Yeah, so the blood pressure actually feels a little bit low at the moment. Is that right? Yeah. So that was showing 120 over 70, I think. Is that sort of average? Because this feels considerably lower than that now.
Probably 117, 74, 75, 76.
Okay.
I'm taking tablets, remember?
Okay. Yeah, but still, that's picking up your blood pressure.
But it was low recently. So what, 120 over 80 is sort of okay, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So that's on 10 milligrams of the stuff.
Okay.
But then it was a lot lower, as you just said, than that.
Yeah.
So I dropped my 10 milligrams to 5 milligrams.
Yeah.
And that's where I am right now.
Okay. Because to me, it feels like 95 to 100 over 65, maybe 70.
Okay.
Which is still fine, still in the normal range. It just feels, for your pressure, it feels it's a little weak in the artery. Yeah. Ha! You drinking coffee?
I had a coffee this morning.
Okay, so that will probably be doing the opposite. I mean, your blood pressure is actually low, so you can't quite be doing that. But it feels like there's the stimulation from the coffee, and then there's the opening of the blood pressure medication. So they're both counteracting each other.
Okay.
Yeah, which is fine. But you would not need so much, I would suspect, blood pressure lowering medication if you weren't having coffee.
Okay. That means I can maybe stop taking it altogether.
I would recommend doing that for a month to see the difference.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm probably about 4 or 5 days now.
Yeah. And you could also, 4 or 5 days, what?
From 10 milligram down to 5 milligram.
Okay. But I mean, the blood pressure feels low. And so, you have the systolic and the diastolic. The systolic is the pulse, is the beat pressure, and then the diastolic is the resting pressure.
Yeah.
And the resting pressure feels the arteries are slightly firm. So when the diastolic is higher, that's a firmer artery. That can be from stress. It doesn't feel like that with you, but it's just basically less elasticity in the because we want the blood vessels to be able to expand and contract, just like we want the muscles to constrict and relax, and the joints to open and close.
So I have been diagnosed with arterial calcification.
Yeah, so
the levels of that is what you're.
Yeah, so that's the main cause of that. But I mean, they do feel pliable. They do feel responsive to dilation and constriction. It's just that when they are relaxed, there's still some firmness there.
Yeah.
But also, I think at the moment, have you had a health scare or something? It feels like sometimes you can go, no, is this the bad news? And that
from you.
Yeah, well, just now, but it feels like it's something that can happen anyway with you, where you can go, and that can be a gripping of it can be a tensing of the arterial system.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
No, my major issue right now is with carpal tunnel.
Okay.
Or something that makes my hands, gives me pins and needles and numbness in my hands.
Yeah.
And wakes me regularly, always 2 or 3 times a night.
Okay. Just relax the thumb a bit more for this. Yeah. Okay. So, and you a laptop during the day or a computer?
Really, no. Probably just too much phone.
What's it? It's across here. Yeah.
Well, no, the pins and needles are all my fingers.
Yeah, but okay, so you're not noticing tension in the
No, I'm not. No.
Okay. No. So it's just the fingers. So it could be the neck even. I'll come to the to the upper body in a second. Yeah, and there is an impatience that comes from the caffeine. Like I wouldn't say impatience is maybe the wrong word, but it's an overstimulation. So you can be primed and ready for nothing basically, because caffeine, adrenaline and cortisol are fantastic if we've got a car driving at us or if a lion's trying to eat us. But people have a coffee and then they sit at a desk. Yeah. Yeah, it's not always the most valuable.
So does that mean, would you ever recommend to a patient that they should not drink coffee?
I recommend to probably half the people that I treat who drink coffee not to drink coffee.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Do you?
Yeah.
Because
causing unwanted side effects and not providing enough value.
Okay.
Yeah.
Am I included in that group?
I think, Sammy, I would say it would be really valuable to cut it out for a month, because I think you find, your blood pressure would normalize more. You would have less tension and apprehension. And there's something like
tension and apprehension for the whole day.
Yeah, there's just feels more tautness in the connective tissues around the body. And
coffee does that.
Yeah. I mean, it's a stimulant. It's getting everything primed. It's putting you into fight or flight mode. It's getting you ready for explosive action, for, really sharp focus. But when that's not needed, then we're just putting ourselves in fight or flight, in survival mode all the time. And it can be an inability to get into rest and digest, into thriving mode, into relaxed state. And because the mind works so much faster than the physical world, when your mind is overstimulated, then the mind's going, oh no, what about this and that and that and that and that. And it could just be relaxed.
Yeah.
And trusting, easygoing.
Would that also be 4 o'clock in the morning when my hand wakes me up and I find it really hard to get back to sleep again?
Well, that sounds more like a physical pain, but something like CBD could help. There's also wrist exercises. I'll send you some wrist exercises, which may alleviate that. But we're just coming on through the digestion. We'll come to the neck in a minute and we'll see if I think that's more.
This is like a body scan, is it?
Yeah. And you could have something like hawthorn berry instead of the medication for lowering the blood pressure. Hawthorn berry is very good at having, it's not as strong as blood pressure medication, but it can be very effective.
I knew that. Send that to me too.
Yeah, I will do. Yeah, and the gut generally feels good.
The gut.
The gut. Yeah, the gut generally feels good. There's something you're eating, maybe bread, which feels quite low nutrient profile, but nice and bulky. So it's like probably fills you up, but isn't the most robust in terms of.
Yeah. We have a new Marks and Spencer's on Clapham High Street. I am hammering their bread.
Okay.
And it's unusual.
Yeah.
I don't eat a lot of bread, but
okay.
Yeah, it's there.
I mean, you're tolerant. You feel tolerant of wheat generally, but it's just, it doesn't feel the most constructive.
Yeah. No, I go back a month and I eat hardly any of it, but I'm just hammering it now.
Yeah. It's like, I get it with people having loads of supplements. Their liver just feels full of powder, basically, full of flour. And maybe they're getting benefits of the supplements, but they're just getting a lot of whatever it is, chalk or
bulk.
Yeah.
Bulkers.
Yeah. Yes, it's a bit stiff up through the neck and the shoulders, but it doesn't feel like there's the sort of imbalance in the spine and the neck that would cause nerve issues down into the hands.
I've seen one sports masseur / osteopath and a physio, so there are two people, and they asked about my neck. And I said, no problem with my neck, because there's no pain in my neck at all, ever.
Yeah.
A stiffness, but no pain.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like it is coming from the neck, really, to me.
So where is it coming from?
Not entirely sure. I mean, it can be from the neck in your sleeping position.
Yeah.
It could be that. How do you sleep? Do you sleep on your side, your front?
Oh, yeah, I can't sleep on my back.
Yeah, it may be if your head is slightly, tilted one way. It's just, it's something to look at anyway. If you have one more pillow or one less pillow, and
all those pillows was dented it right there to keep my head stiff. Great. Yeah, I hadn't thought of that.
Yeah, let me just test like that. Yeah, so the heart, part of the reason the blood pressure is lower now is because the heart feels like it's pumping weaker. And it's good because it shows that your nervous system is nice and relaxed. And it's a nice consistent rhythm, and it doesn't, your heart's not too excitable. It's not like, it doesn't come off rhythm much, which is sort of anxiety and panic and intolerable stress. It doesn't really feel like any of that is happening. But it would be nice if it were a bit stronger. Do you go cold hands and feet at all?
No.
No, good.
I get cold, but that's because I haven't got much body fat. I always think.
Yeah. No, it's more people feel it in the hands and the feet and the nail, even if it's the heart, it's weaker.
I was just talking about guts, weren't you, over here?
Yeah.
And as well as being led astray by Marks and Spencer's, I've also had a week in France with more cheese than I've eaten.
Okay.
Not a lot of cheese, but more cheese because I eat zero. And I had just a pain here since like the middle of that holiday, just there.
I'll come back to that.
It comes every couple of days.
Okay. There was nothing tangible. I have a bit of a more in-depth feel. But the cheese hasn't felt so far a problem. Like the digestive system is a bit sluggish, or the sinuses are congested. So that's normally how it will affect people. Otherwise, you can get hard bloating or diarrhea if they're sensitive to dairy.
I'm mentioning because of the cholesterol, which is the other.
Yeah, well, if you eat more cheese, your cholesterol will go up. But that's more fat in the blood. It's not necessarily a health condition. They're a bit obsessed about cholesterol in the blood, whereas actually, from my point of view, is how much is the cholesterol sticking to inflamed blood vessel walls. And if the blood vessel walls are not inflamed, then you've got cholesterol in your blood. That's very important to have cholesterol in your blood.
Yes, yeah. I take 2 tablets for that now.
Okay.
And I have, like, my blood pressure is childlike numbers. So my cholesterol is 3.2, also childlike.
Right.
But with tablets.
Yeah. I mean, personally, I would say, was that statins?
One statin and one something called Nustendi.
Nustendi.
It's quite new to the NHS. Does a different job. Does the job in a different way, but I can't describe it.
Yeah. Yeah, and then the liver is generally good as well. It's been a little bit irritated from the amount of bread. I suspect it's probably from the amount of bread.
Okay, that's good. Cool. Well spotted.
Like I was saying with the medication, supplements, or people having lots of supplements. So it's just floury, basically. It's not an immune response. It's not an inflammatory response, but it's just like a bit of congestion. And that means the movement of nutrients, blood, fluids in and out of the liver is just a bit confused because of this.
Yeah.
But the liver feels actually, beyond that, the liver feels very nutrient rich. And how about protein? Do you have a decent amount of protein?
I've got that,
Okay.
a lot. I have no idea what it used to be, but I now go for 100, more than 100 a day.
Okay.
I mostly made that on food, but I do take some protein, some Huel powder as well.
Yeah. But how about meat, fish, eggs?
Yeah, loads.
Yeah, you do. Okay.
Yeah, loads. It's mostly food.
Because the liver and the kidneys feel a little bit deficient. I think rather than, and in strength, in power. And often I would look at protein for that. It can't be protein because it sounds like you're having plenty. How about sleep? Sleep being adequate?
Well, no, because I keep
waking up for the rest. Yeah,
I'd say that's really poor.
Okay, so that could be
the worst thing.
Okay, so that could well be why you've been struggling with why the liver and kidneys are not being optimal. Okay.
I mean, I woke up this morning, read for probably half an hour, and then I had 2 more hours sleep.
Okay.
At 7 o'clock.
Yeah.
So I'd normally be up at 7.
Yeah.
And in the gym by 1:30.
Yeah.
But.
And then the prostate feels fine. It just feels like slightly stiff at the pelvis and into the lower spine from, well, that's probably just from, being at a desk, and age and this. But not really age. It's the lack of mobility with the age. Like if you're sitting When people are sitting for 7 hours, your blood flow decreases, and if you start moving, it improves again.